100 of the most common verbs in English. Part 4. Prevent. Will prevent. The soldiers will prevent the attack. The soldiers will prevent the attack. Are preventing. The soldiers are preventing the attack. The soldiers are preventing the attack. Prevented. The soldiers prevented the attack. The soldiers prevented the attack. Reach. Will reach. The baby will reach for the toy. The baby will reach for the toy. Is reaching. The baby is reaching for the toy. The baby is reaching for the toy. Reached. The baby reached for the toy. The baby reached for the toy. Record. Will record. The singer will record her new song. The singer will record her new song. Is recording. The singer is recording her new song. The singer is recording her new song. Recorded. The singer recorded her new song. The singer recorded her new song. Reduce. Will reduce. He will reduce his daily calorie intake. He will reduce his daily calorie intake. Is reducing. He is reducing his daily calorie intake. He is reducing his daily calorie intake. Reduced. He reduced his daily calorie intake. He reduced his daily calorie intake. Release. Will release. The prison will release him this week. The prison will release him this week. Is releasing. The prison is releasing him this week. The prison is releasing him this week. Released. The prison released him this week. The prison released him this week. Require. Will require. They will require you to show your identification to enter. They will require you to show your identification to enter. Require. They require you to show your identification to enter. They require you to show your identification to enter. required. They required you to show your identification to enter. They required you to show your identification to enter. Reveal. Will reveal. The car company will reveal their new car model. The car company will reveal their new car model. Is revealing. The car company is revealing their new car model. The car company is revealing their new car model. Revealed. The car company revealed their new car model. The car company revealed their new car model. Save. Will save. The computer program will save what you typed. The computer program will save what you typed. Is saving. The computer program is saving what you typed. The computer program is saving what you typed. Saved. The computer program saved what you typed. The computer program saved what you typed. Separate. Will separate. The machine will separate the rocks from the beans. The machine will separate the rocks from the beans. Is separating. The machine is separating the rocks from the beans. The machine is separating the rocks from the beans. Separated. The machine separated the rocks from the beans. The machine separated the rocks from the beans. Serve. Will serve. The butler will serve the food to the guests. The butler will serve the food to the guests. Is serving. The butler is serving the food to the guests. The butler is serving the food to the guests. Served. The butler served the food to the guests. The butler served the food to the guests. Share. Will share. That boy will share the candy with his sister. That boy will share the candy with his sister. Is sharing. That boy is sharing the candy with his sister. That boy is sharing the candy with his sister. Shared. That boy shared the candy with his sister. That boy shared the candy with his sister. Smile. Will smile. She will smile at you from across the room. She will smile at you from across the room. Is smiling. She is smiling at you from across the room. She is smiling at you from across the room. Smiled. She smiled at you from across the room. She smiled at you from across the room. State. Will state. The governor will state his opinion on the issue. The governor will state his opinion on the issue. Is stating. The governor is stating his opinion on the issue. The governor is stating his opinion on the issue. Stated. The governor stated his opinion on the issue. The governor stated his opinion on the issue. Suffer. Will suffer. The patient will suffer tremendously. The patient will suffer tremendously. Is suffering. The patient is suffering tremendously. The patient is suffering tremendously. Suffered. The patient suffered tremendously. The patient suffered tremendously. Survive. Will survive. The dog will survive in the desert. The dog will survive in the desert. Is surviving. The dog is surviving in the desert. The dog is surviving in the desert. Survived. The dog survived in the desert. The dog survived in the desert. Test. Will test. The scientist will test the food for bacteria. The scientist will test the food for bacteria. Is testing. The scientist is testing the food for bacteria. The scientist is testing the food for bacteria. Tested. The scientist tested the food for bacteria. The scientist tested the food for bacteria. Train. Will train. She will train her dog to sit. She will train her dog to sit. Is training. She is training her dog to sit. She is training her dog to sit. Trained. She trained her dog to sit. She trained her dog to sit. Treat. Will treat. They will treat me with respect. They will treat me with respect. Are treating. They are treating me with respect. They are treating me with respect. Treated. They treated me with respect. They treated me with respect. Vote. Will vote. We will vote for the new president. We will vote for the new president. Are voting. We are voting for the new president. We are voting for the new president. Voted. We voted for the new president. We voted for the new president. Watch. Will watch. He will watch his son's baseball game. He will watch his son's baseball game. Is watching. He is watching his son's baseball game. He is watching his son's baseball game. Watched. He watched his son's baseball game. He watched his son's baseball game. Wish. Will wish. She will wish that we were there. She will wish that we were there. Wishes. She wishes that we were there. She wishes that we were there. Wished. She wished that we were there. She wished that we were there. Wonder. Will wonder. Our teacher will wonder what happened to us. Our teacher will wonder what happened to us. Is wondering. Our teacher is wondering what happened to us. Our teacher is wondering what happened to us. Wondered. Our teacher wondered what happened to us. Our teacher wondered what happened to us. work. Will work. I will work for 10 days straight. I will work for 10 days straight. Am working. I am working for 10 days straight. I am working for 10 days straight. Worked. I worked for 10 days straight. I worked for 10 days straight. Worry. Will worry. My mom will worry about me too much. My mom will worry about me too much. Worries. My mom worries about me too much. My mom worries about me too much. Worried. My mom worried about me too much. My mom worried about me too much. Write. Will write. Paul will write the last chapter of his new book. Paul will write the last chapter of his new book. Is writing. Paul is writing the last chapter of his new book. Paul is writing the last chapter of his new book. Wrote. Paul wrote the last chapter of his new book. Paul wrote the last chapter of his new book. Thanks for watching our video. If you've enjoyed it, please click like and subscribe to our channel. See you all soon. Ciao!